Good afternoon. It's another weekend. Yay! Which means another episode of The Long Dark. With me, Charlie. Also yay. So, nothing new and exciting as far as updates are concerned. All we have to do is decide once the game loads whether we're going to stick around Timberwolf Mountain or head back to Pleasant Valley in an effort to try and locate some lantern fuel. Because it's going to be hard climbing the mountain if we don't have any way of seeing where the heck we're going. Also be nice to finally find an emergency stim or two. I went from finding way too many to not being able to even find one. One of the problems with the game being an alpha, there's many things that are still being balanced. But anyways, let's hop in. Sandbox. Yoink. What's the worst that can happen? As always, quite a bit. I think I saved it when it was still daylight, so we can...
snow and nothing to drink.
Really? Oh, you are parched. My bad. Sorry. Let's fix that. There we go. Problem solved. Let's see. We're in the pre-dawn. The question is, do we stick around here or do we head out? Well, let's update the journal. Considering our options, considering my options, since I left so many supplies on the mountain. Oh geez, cannot spell today. It's worth seeing what we can come up with. What I can come up with. To figure out how to get them back down. So, kind of vague, but wow, that is a beautiful dawn shot. Absolutely gorgeous. And the crows fly overhead, signaling the dawn. As I try not to injure myself too badly. So it's not that cold, so what we're going to do is try one more time to reach the other section of the plane that's in this back corner. That bear is still there, and there's a high likelihood the bear will be. Then we'll head to Pleasant Valley and look for some lantern fuel. So what I really need right now is lantern fuel. You can hear wolves up ahead, that's not good. So we're gonna stay in the trees here. Pretty sure we can climb up this. Nope, we cannot climb up that. It's always a difficult thing trying to, because it's not always intuitive where you can walk and where you can't. So I've often found myself attempting to climb hills that don't look much steeper than other structures in the game, only to find out they're completely impassable. Now, since we can hear those wolves barking, it means we'll probably not be able to get to the tail section today. Or not the tail section. I think it's a chunk of wing. But still, we'll just very carefully. Oh, another wolf. Very carefully edge on by. And if the bear is there, or there's more wolves, we'll just turn around and head to Pleasant Valley. Really hoping we don't stumble across anything that can eat us. Because we just got our brand new clothes courtesy of the cargo plane, and I'd hate to have to replace them so quickly. Especially the boots. It's always hard to find a good pair of boots. Okay, there's the bear. There's the tail, or wing. Bear is going away from the wing, so far so good. Only question is there anything down here that can eat us? Ooh, deer, that's a good sign. So what I'm hoping is there's a cargo container down here, and that it might have fuel in it. Okay, there's a wolf over there, but doesn't see me yet. It's a deer. Oh, two deers. Hey, a piece of birch bark. Okay, it's starting to get cold. Deer getting scared. Two wolves over there, but they haven't seen me yet. Now that's our target. I'm just hoping that those wolves continue to ignore me. Ah, a deer. Discovered new location, the wing. So there are some deer, but they don't see me yet. So let's see what's in this container. Hopefully medical supplies or lanterns.
This will come in handy.
Sure, it looks like Pinnacle Peaches. I'll take them and just move them over to the Mountaineer's cabin. That way I don't have to worry about running out of food down here. Now if it wasn't windy, I'd be tempted to build a fire by that deer carcass. And we're over encumbered. So that deer carcass probably has a lot of, even doesn't have a lot of meat on it, but still have hide. Problem is it'd be frozen. So let's see what's in here. Something good.
I think I can use
Oh
this.
yeah! That's exactly what we needed. We don't have to go to Pleasant Valley. Super over encumbered though. Band-aid.
I wonder if I can
Ooh,
drop
drugs.
any of this gear.
Take everything, even though I really shouldn't. Okay. How encumbered are we? We are really encumbered. Keep our calories up. Okay, so the good news is that was exactly what we needed to find. Shoot, the bear's coming here. And there's a wolf right there. Oh, our options are terrible right now. Well, I don't want to, but we're going exploring. So that bear, I think, saw me. So hopefully there's a cave around here we can hole up in. At least for an hour or two. So we need to not aggro the bear. We also need to avoid getting lost. Kinda wishing I had a map right now. But we are definitely going to have to find shelter soon. Of course, if the wind dies down, it's a moot point, but right now we're in...
Great, I can't feel my feet.
Yeah, we're in slight trouble. Not the worst trouble, but we are in slight trouble. I see a deer. Okay, that's good. And I think we're in a new area, actually. So it feels like it's about -7, so let's get a fire lit. Have to grab some more sticks first. Gonna need probably about an hour's worth of fire. So maybe 6-7 sticks ought to do it. Poke our head around this corner. Oh, I know where we are. Oh, cool. Ah, I actually know exactly where we are. Always wondered where that led. So we're actually very close to our cave. So what we need to do is warm up quickly. And, that's what I was looking for. Stick. And then we can go ditch stuff safely inside the cave where our wolf pelt is. Still can't use a magnifying lens. Yeah, let's get we'll get this fire going. It should be sheltered in this tree here. We'll cook up our pinnacle peaches.
I'm gonna die. I don't want
Ah,
to
you're fine. More sticks, please. Let's see. There we go. Condition fixed. Now we have our rusty can of pinnacle peaches. And that's going to get us nice and warm, nice and quickly. Huh, super tired for some reason. One of the things they balanced in the new update was the fatigue and tiredness system. The downside is how they chose to go about doing it was basic. People were complaining that they couldn't sleep all night because they rebalanced it so that if you weren't tired, you can't sleep, to prevent people from abusing the sleep mechanic to heal, so that you basically were no longer guaranteed to be able to heal constantly. As an unfortunate consequence of that, to warm up water or not? And unfortunate, I don't really know if it was an intended consequence of that, is you can no longer that's probably frozen stiff. So you can no longer sleep all the way through the night. Now, as far as the stated intention goes, of wanting to avoid players exploiting the game mechanics, it worked, but the unintended consequences were rather unfortunate. In that you now have a situation where you can't really do anything at night, but you also can't do much during the day, otherwise you'll be left sitting there with nothing to do because you'll be so exhausted. It doesn't really impact... It didn't really impact the Stalker players too much. Ooh, that looks pretty. Haha, they finally have embers so that we can add firewood to our embers. That's a nice addition. So the question is, should I try to find enough sticks to thaw out this deer, or try to make our way back to our cabin? Well, let's see what the bear is up to. So I'm pretty sure these are just branches. Yep. It's good to keep sticks if you find them. Yeah, those are just branches. Now we rested there long enough that hopefully the bear and the wolves have moved on. There's no guarantee that they have. You can see the wolf there, so the wolves definitely haven't moved on. Which is unfortunate. And the bear's just sitting there. Okay, so I don't really want to go tussle with the bear quite yet. So what we'll do instead is we'll chop up this limb. Make ourselves super over encumbered. And freezing cold. Now I'm pretty sure that bear is still going to be there if I poke my head over. Yep. Now I can run down there because I do want to harvest that deer. But I also want to live, so we're going to go harvest this deer instead because I'm fairly certain that I know where I am. And we're in a fairly good spot. It's weird. I was debating how best to get back up to the top. So I think where we are right now, if I'm right, we can just cross that log bridge and then very quickly be at the cave where we left the wolf pelts. We're going to continue to exhaust ourselves by building a nice little fire here. Tinder plug. Finally, I get to use my magnifying glass.
Come on, little fire.
So yeah, we'll harvest this deer, cook the deer meat, and then mainly what I want from it is the hide. So we're a piece of hide short from being able to make the pants and the boots. And ideally have a piece or two of hide left over for repairs.
Perfect.
Some sticks. %, frozen. Still 92% frozen. So I think we should cook something quickly. Warm up again. Getting nice 15 degrees of heat, so that's not going anywhere. Okay, so now we're warmed up, and hopefully... Oh, they finally changed the animation to make the cans look open. Basically just want to kill some time here to warm up. Maybe melt a half... Let's melt a half-liter of snow. So I want to make sure I'm warm, and doing this will also thaw the deer carcass out. So that way we can harvest it without putting too much wear and tear onto our equipment. So I'll harvest the hide right now. %, frozen. And there actually looks like there'll be enough time left on our fire to cook this as well. As long as the wind doesn't turn. So we're going to turn our moldy venison into cooked venison. Yeah, we turned our moldy venison into gamey venison. And the wind changed, and now our fire is going up. For a second I thought I heard a bear behind us. That would have been terrifying. Fortunately, we have lots of water. Okay, so the weather's getting bad and we're losing energy quickly. So we need to drop some of our equipment. So if I'm right, if we go in this direction, we'll get to a cave that's about... we'll get to the outdoor cave. That's about halfway, maybe a third of the way? About a third of the way up on my usual route that I take to the top of Timberwolf Mountain. That'll be a little bit risky, so we have to climb over this fallen down tree here. But if I crouch and go slow, I should be able to do it without falling off. It's just like crossing the trestle bridge. So that is a long way down. And I do not want to fall. Just go nice and slow. I don't actually know if I would fall if I stood up, but I figured we'll roleplay that it's real life and I don't want to die, so I'm just going to get on my belly and crawl my way across with my 40-kilo pack. Maybe I should just lie here for a while. We made it! Success! Now let's hope I'm right. As if I'm wrong, we're getting very far away from our cabin. Which is not a good situation. On the bright side... Okay, rabbits, that looks good. On the bright side, if I'm right, we'll now have a stash of... We can now put a stash of food and some water as emergency provisions part way up the mountain, which would be good. It's always good in this game to have plans, backup plans, and then backup for the backup plans. I can still run, surprisingly. Now I hope I'm where I think I am. Otherwise we might still be in a little bit of trouble. Kinda wishing the wind wasn't blowing so hard. Makes it slower going than usual. But with this heavy pack, I don't really want to run because that's a recipe for a twisted ankle. But yeah, this looks familiar. So hopefully I'm right about where I am, otherwise we're going to be stuck out here for the night. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just not really a good thing either. Because we're way too over encumbered right now.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Jogging with a 40-kilo pack. That looks interesting and also ominous. Don't see any bones though. Okay. This looks good. So if we go to the left, I think I know where I'm going, but there's still a horrible, horrible chance that I might be getting lost. Getting lost in real life, in the long dark, just like in real life, is seldom a good thing. The fact that it looks so familiar and we haven't come across any wolves yet means that we're probably okay.
I just need to close my eyes.
Okay, that's it for running. So all we have to do is make it around those trees. So then we can drop a lot of our supplies. We do have we are carrying way too much stuff right now. And a lot of it we don't need. Our bedroll we definitely need. So it's always good to carry a bedroll. Because you never know when you're going to need to sleep. Okay, so out there we go over this hill. And there should be a cave on our right. And then we can drop all of our stuff in there and then have a nice cache of supplies halfway up the mountain. Well, third of the way up the mountain. Looks like a cave entrance. So far so good. As long as we don't have to climb any ropes. Yes, what I'm learning here is that you can actually get a surprisingly far up the mountain without needing to actually climb ropes. Which is probably intentional. It's the whole like risk-reward thing. Go up the ropes, you can take shortcuts. But if you go up the ropes, then you also are going to get really, really tired. Those are my burnt out fires from earlier, aren't they? Campfire, burnt out, campfire. Pity. Okay. We do not need all these bottles of antiseptic. Actually, since we have 4 old man spirit bandages, we don't need any of them. Clothing is still good. Sort by weight. Put some soda here. I think we picked up some tools as well. Oh, we didn't get a lot of lantern fuel. Did get some though. There, that container now contains everything you need to survive. We should actually put some water in it before I forget. Let's see. Take one of the pieces of cedar. Ominous music is ominous. There we go. Okay, now we're set. So there's now everything in that container to heal your injuries. Oh, should actually put some painkillers and antibiotics too. So there's everything here to make a giant roaring fire. Heal your injuries. And basically keep yourself alive. Which is good. Now that we're less encumbered, we can go down and see how our wolf hide and guts are doing. Possibly take a nap as well. Actually, before I forget, where's our lantern? Refuel. Aha, we have fuel in our lantern again. Actually, I should probably ditch one of those fuel containers up here too. Let me run! I want to be free! So yeah, might as well put some fuel up here too, because now we know for sure that we can get up here without needing ropes or caves. We leave a little bit of fuel. Then basically all you have to do is open that container and presto, you can run straight to the top of the mountain. It's exactly what we need to be able to do. Now let's head down to our nice little cave. I actually kind of like that loop. This is the first time I've actually done it. So I knew there was more than one way to summit, but that's the first time that I've, albeit accidentally, used one of the alternative routes to get this high up. And that is a route there that I've taken to get down from the summit. I wouldn't recommend this particular route. It would probably kill you. Like, it works, but when I tried it, I needed 2 emergency stims to get to the bottom without dying, so more of an act of desperation to controllably fall off that height. But hey, whatever, it works, right? So now the question is, can we get well, I guess it'll depend on our wolf hide. So there's about 4 hours of daylight left. We will have to climb, I think, 1 rope. Where is the wolf hide? Should be a wolf hide in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Oh, it's cured. Are they both cured? Sweet. That's cured. Cured. I didn't think that we'd been up there that long. Ruined whetstone, rusty dog food, dusty dog food, and a liter of water. Okay, so let's leave our fresh deer hide and our fresh guts. So yeah, we definitely want to try to get back down. as I get lost in the cave system again. So yeah, we definitely want to try to get back down the mountain today. So I think we might have enough wolf hides now to actually craft the wolf hide coat, which I'd really like to do. So many corpuscles. I think if I go up here is the exit. Very glad I found that lantern fuel. Hope this is the exit. Pretty steep. Where on earth am I going? This would be kind of annoying if it's a dead end, actually. Watch this, I'll pop up at the top of the mountain or something. Sadly, I haven't seen any coal. Branch, fur, but no coal. So I don't want to be in here too long. I may have found more fuel, but that doesn't mean loitering in the caves is a good idea. Ah. Okay, we were going in the right direction. Our second corpuscle. Piece of coal. For firewood. And our way out. Oh, now the question is, do we push through and risk getting stranded in the dark? Exhausted. Oh, this is so dangerous. You'd be absolutely nuts to come in here in real life, you know? I'm going to explore a cave system with only my lantern. Oh darn, I'm out of fuel and I'm trapped in the middle of a cave. Dum-da-dum. Ah! Crunch. Of course, there are 2 corpuscles in there, so that would probably explain how they got there. Okay, discretion, valor, etc., etc. We will holster lantern. No! Oh, did I just put... Don't. Please don't save the game. Okay, if I go back inside... I think I just lost my bedroll. So... we're gonna quit. Because I think I just lost my bedroll. And quickly go back into the game. Now, I know I said a while back that I wasn't going to do any cheap things like, oh, wolf's attacking me. We'll stop the game so that I can prevent the wolf attacking me. But inadvertently glitching yourself out of your bedroll, I think I can justify that as a oops, redo. Because that is definitely a oops, redo. Didn't realize that oh, because I struggled with a wolf in the lower part, and then I struggled with a wolf again in the upper part when I went in the wrong direction there. Hopefully we can find the coal again. But this time we'll stop well short of the cave mouth so that I don't accidentally put my bedroll in the transition zone between the cave and the outdoors. That was bad. Yeah, as I was saying before I teleported back in time, if you're in a real survival situation, I don't think you'd be doing anything that players are doing on Timberwolf Mountain. Like, in a game, it's really fun. It's like, ooh, I have next to no equipment, it's super dangerous, the weather's unpredictable. But I can see the tail of a plane. Let's go investigate the plane. Maybe there's some people up there or some supplies. In real life, you'd have to be absolutely nuts to do that. Like, absolutely nuts. It's like I'm in a survival situation. I haven't seen another person in weeks. Because we're rapidly approaching weeks of playtime here. And we're going to go mountain climbing. It's like, are you insane? You'd have to be insane. Like, can you imagine you're tired, you're hungry, you're cold, you're alone, don't know what's happened, all of your electronics stopped working, no phones, bunch of burnt out houses, and you're crawling around in a cave with one hand on the wall, a 30 kilo bag, and a lantern to light your way. It's like, you gotta be nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like, don't get me wrong, it makes for awesome gameplay, but you gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy. Okay, so this time back away from the entrance to the cave. Rest for an hour so that we're not completely exhausted. So I unfortunately don't have any coffee with me. If I had some coffee, I'd be a little bit more flippant. So we got 2 hours of daylight. That should be just enough to get back down. Fortunately, I think we're still 1 wolf pelt short. Heavy snow. Don't see any wolves. We get a flare here as a precaution, though. Ah, there's a wolf. Did he see me? I don't think he saw me. Funny how I just assumed the wolf is a male wolf. Okay, there's the second one. Neither of them see me yet, though. Oh, there's 3 now. This is rapidly getting more dangerous. I did find a bunch of additional flares, but I'd rather not use them all up dodging wolves because there is a rope we have to climb. 2 ropes, actually. And the problem is you drop your flares. Like, if I was making a mod for the game, probably the first mod I would make is a mod to use your belt. Now, where's that rope? Crap, there's a bear down there. Now, where's the rope? There should be a rope to get down there. Oh, am I hung up? Oh, thank goodness. Still getting trapped. To use your belt so that you can actually put things in your belt, such as, okay, it's a lit flare. It's not really the safest thing to put in your belt, but if it's a choice between having it and not having it, I think most people would still stick it in their belt loop. Where the heck's that climbing rope? Ah, there it is.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Nah, we're fine. Like, we're not great, but we are more or less fine. Problem is it's getting cold. What? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where's our rope? I moved it to the, shoot. Okay. Now this is an interesting conundrum. I seem to have moved our climbing rope, and I did not remember moving it. So the good news is, where I moved it to, we could have avoided all these wolves. Bad news is, now I have to go back through them in order to get to it. I still have my flare handy. And the weather's getting worse, so as it gets closer to a blizzard, should be less and less likely the wolves should go back inside. I don't remember moving that rope though. Must have. Huh, I didn't realize you can come up here. Cool. So I can't really it's getting close to dusk, so I can't really see down there. So I'll gladly hide up here. Maybe there's even a cave or something. So we've got kind of a trade-off going, so it's close to dusk, which means the wolves are going to be more active. But it's also, the weather's getting poor.
Tired.
Which means they're going to be less active. And I'm just kind of exploring because this is a really neat area I haven't been to before. And I honestly have no idea where I am right now. Huh. Shelf. That looks like I can jump down it. This is such a bad idea. Let's go exploring while I'm over encumbered and completely exhausted with a blizzard coming in. Huh. Found the new area. Completely by accident, but I seem to have found the new area. Okay. I'm gonna holster this flare before I accidentally light it and get really annoyed with myself. Andre's Peak, eh? Well, Andre, is there a way off your peak that's nice and quick? That doesn't involve a swan dive headfirst into a rock. If I had to hazard a guess, there should be a safe way off here. This is definitely not the time to be doing this though. Like, let's explore the map when we can't see in front of us. Always a good idea. But we're gonna slowly and carefully get to the bottom of Andre's Peak here. Fortunately, since it's near dusk, but not quite dusk, we can still see in front of us. Hi, rabbit. Okay. So it is dark. Can't really see where I'm going. And I have been playing long enough, so we're going to just go back into our cave and call it a night. Sweet cave. The nice thing is we don't have to worry about being exhausted, because we are definitely exhausted. Luckily, the wolves have not come out to play. Ooh, more sticks. Sweet cave. Salvation. So, we harvested the deer meat, and the deer meat weighs a lot, so might as well eat it. Just as good inside us as it is outside. And that should get our weight low enough that come tomorrow morning, when hopefully we're nice and rested, we can get down to the mountaineer's cabin without too much hassle. 18 days, 22 hours. Journal update. Let's see here. What should we say? I seem to have found another route up the mountain, or at least partway. It's nice having additional options. However, I had forgotten that I'd moved the climbing rope. So now, I accidentally stranded myself in a cave for the night while I waited for enough light to see by. Done. Now 2 hours of darkness left. Pick up. I guess we can sleep for another 2 hours. Because what's weird is that we just slept for 10 hours straight, and my stamina bar is still not full. And we just slept for 10 hours straight. Which is a little bit weird if you ask me. Okay, we picked up everything. It's probably a blizzard outside. Now blizzard's actually not that bad, because we are... Whoops. Get a drink before we go wandering in the storm. So it might be a little bit parched. But we do have firewood. Oops, no, I do not want to stand out here and harvest things. The nice thing is, the weather should keep all the wolves away. And the bears. So if we hug the edge of the hill here, we can use the blizzard as cover to sneak by that wolf pack that loiters up here. And get back down to the mountaineer's cabin, light a fire, and warm up. Huh, I did move it. And I totally forgotten that I had. Whoops. Oh well, won't make that mistake twice. We're cooling off quickly. Nice thing is going down, you don't burn that much energy. Now, if I remember right, we have to stick to the left, because to the right is bear territory. So far my plan is working. I don't hear or see any wolves. We are getting quite cold though. Probably have to go inside and warm up soon. Now if I remember right, should be a cave around here somewhere. Because, yeah, we are going to get hypothermic here if we don't get inside soon. Aha, okay. So we'll huddle in this cave for a little bit. Stick or cedar? I think this is a job for cedar. We'll just sit here and we'll boil a liter of water. That should get us nice and warm. And maybe even the weather will pass. Ew, it still feels like minus 14. Feels like minus 5. Ah, this is not good. Oh, it's because of the time of day. That's why we're freezing here. Okay. Okay. I think we might have to use one of our pieces of coal. So unfortunately, since we're playing on Stalker, not oh, I know what we can do. Oh, I do have cotton. We can... We're gonna eat all these before I even get a chance to store them. What we can do is use the warmth bonus of the herbal tea to help warm us up. Now, since we're next to our fire, hopefully... That's unfortunate. Yeah, so we're still at minus 5. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So I can keep putting on... I can put on the coal, but I don't really want to put on the coal, because the coal is more for emergencies, and we're not quite in an emergency situation yet. So what I think we're going to do... boil a whole bunch of water. Ah, there, it's finally getting warmer. Let's make another cup of tea. And just drink hot beverages. This fire is still going to be going for an hour. So it feels like -3. Put our bedroll here. Rest for an hour, we should wake up not dead. Okay. We woke up more or less not dead.
Fingers are numb.
Now, should theoretically wake up not dead. So we have our bedroll basically in the fire. Okay, that did it. Ah, great, there's a wolf there. So what I was hoping to do is where that wolf is, there's some, there's another cargo container. Oh, you son of a... So what I'm learning from this is that I should have... Let's stay by my fire where it's at least warmer. For like the 1 minute it's left. To rekindle the embers or not. Yeah, 'cause the air temp is good in here. Wolves. I'm out of sticks though. I don't really want to waste this piece of cedar on it. Nope. Too late now, it's burnt out. Nice animation though. Preemptively get a flare ready. Just trying to break line of sight. Watch as the human huddles and hides from the scary, scary wolves. I don't think it saw me though. Or at least he's not giving any indication that he saw me. So yeah, the annoying thing is, I'm in really good condition right now, so I could fight the wolf, but I really prefer not to. I might not have an option. Broke line of sight, he should go away. Really wishing I had a stick, so then I can just throw some sticks together. Yes, go that way. The nice thing is they did improve the wolf mechanic. Well, it's not perfect. So basically what they did is... Oh, he saw me. Run to the rope, run to the rope. if you can break their line of sight, then they usually leave you alone. Come on. Heh, try getting me down here, sucker. That actually wouldn't have been a bad idea to let him actually attack me. Because I think I'm, like I said, I think I'm still one wolf pelt short. But why take risks? So dangerous up there. Now if there's a wolf on the ice down here, that...
Cold.
Yes, it is getting cold. Now if there's a wolf down here, I think we'll just have to fight him. Or run away. Let's try running away. Running, 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 running. Discretion, valor, etc., etc., etc. Good, I ran far enough away that they lost interest. Oh, crud. I think I'm gonna get attacked. Hi. Please don't attack me. Actually, if you can attack me like right outside the cabin, that'd be awesome. Come on, follow me in. No? Huh. That's actually pretty amazing.
God, never felt cold
That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Fresh deer hide. Now let's see here. We now have a total of 3 pelts, but I don't think that's enough. Let's take a look. Hook, line, fishing tackle. Ah, yeah. Darn. We don't quite have enough yet. We're 1 pelt short. Oh, I apparently never searched this drawer. Mmm, chocolate. So I'll put those in there. I'll put these in there. Because why not? One pelt short. Very tempting. But it's also tempting to, you know, not freeze to death. So let's work on not freezing to death. Good thing is that we now definitely have enough deer hides to make all the clothing we want. It's just a matter of getting them all in the right spot. So those will be another few days, unfortunately. Ah, nice and more. And let's put some of that hard-fought food. Drink this soda, though. Can of wet dog food. Smells bad. Eating's better than starving. Probably. Never can tell. Gotta repair that saw soon, though. I'm actually very tempted to strip down and go fight a wolf, but there's so many out there that it's probably a death sentence to do so. Should definitely make more water though. So actually, since we're here, we have a nice fire going. Melt some snow. Boil some water. So I'm going through water much faster than I thought it would. So while we're in the safety of the cabin, we will fix that. But we will have to climb the mountain soon to get all the remaining MREs up there. Since there's a workbench in this cabin, what we'll want to do is take our MREs, use the energy from the use like the calories from the MREs to so we don't have to worry about needing to hunt or gather or running out of calories, and then just do a major crafting project. Oh, I do have a lot of water in there already. Oh, now I can have even more. So much water. Yeah, let's see, there's a wolf there. Wolf there. I know there's another wolf down there somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay indoors. I'm gonna stay indoors, and I think this is where I'm gonna call it a day. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been The Long Dark. I've been Charlie, and we'll catch you next weekend. Have a good night.